Yo.
Yo.
There we are.
Hold on, wait, tweet that we're live.
Get it fucking... Hold on one sec. Let me see here. There we go.
Okay, first of all, you're arguing. What?
Both here. I want to see us both evenly.
I see us both evenly. You hit the grid.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, here we are.
All right, you keep saying, oh, men who fucking. You gotta understand where Epic Games was with them saying that she can't play the tournament. She's a porn star. Don't compare my merch video with a chick in lingerie whose ass is showing. Zero people getting absolutely fucking dick down to that. You can't even find. By the way, you can't even find it. Find it for me.
Right.
For me, it's difficult to find. I have to look out of all my tweets in November and then look for a video with it.
Yeah. My point about it is not comparing the act of like. Obviously, you making that video is different than a woman having sex on camera, right?
Yeah.
But what my point was, though, is you were willing to use the branding.
Of course, I was.
Of a channel where women have sex on camera.
Oh yeah, it's a great channel.
And you were using that as putting your brand on it, right? And introducing your followers potentially to that brand, right?
No, nobody's
because you're saying, well, if kids don't know the logo, then they're gonna see the Arab Hub shirt and they're not gonna know. But if a kid wears the Arab Hub shirt out and a kid who doesn't see it says, "What's Arab Hub?" and then the kid says, "Arab is a streamer," and what the hub is let me tell you what the hub is, and here's the logo he's using. Kids can find out about it. Is my point, and my point is sure it's a harder path, right? But the fact of the matter is my point was more that like
thanks for the 9 months, baby.
Like the main problem I have is how women who do adult films or women who do hot tub streams or Instagram models or who show any flesh whatsoever
I don't have to say a word.
Get sort of judged as degenerates, right? And they get looked at as though they're low class when a lot of people actually consume their content.
Yeah, but just because a lot of people consume someone's content doesn't mean it's not low class. You gotta admit that being a porn star is lower class.
No, I don't.
Lower class.
Yeah, but I disagree with that consideration.
On porn stars. I love porn stars. I use them for my content. I talk to them all the time. Like, but it's a lower class thing to do. It's considered lower class.
But why is it considered lower class, Arab? Like, think about that. Why is it considered lower class when it's been a profession that's been around forever and that many men have profited handsomely off of it, like including Andrew Tate, right? You know what I'm saying? Who made it from a webcam business of women performing sex acts. And that's
I'm not arguing lower class.
No, but pause for me. Why is it the guy who runs the webcam business and makes millions off of the women performing sex acts is top G, but the women actually having the sex are, quote, lower class?
Tommy, because he deemed himself top G.
No, you're avoiding the question. Let me rephrase it.
I'm not. You asked me the question, I answered it.
Why? So why
because he called himself top G? Who knew what a top G was before the guy named himself top G?
See, but you're focusing in on the top G. Let me rephrase the question. Why do men who profit off porn, why are they not low class? Right? The corporate people that are fucking have been profiting off it, or they've been profiting off sexuality in Hollywood for generations, right? Or the men who run webcam businesses and become millionaires, and then they're like, ooh, they're successful businessmen. But the women who actually make the content are low class. Tommy, I think it's a fair question.
Tommy, if a dude walks up to a dude who runs a porn company walks up to meeting or a dinner with a bunch of tech billionaires and says, I run a porn company, he's considered low class in front of their eyes automatically. Right. So you're wrong.
He is not considered as low class as the performers are, right? Strip club owners are not necessarily considered low class. I mean, I'm sure some of them are, but the idea is the sex is literally the only reason we're here. You exist because two people had sex. I exist because two people have sex.
My parents actually did in vitro fertilization.
My kid exists because no, they didn't. My kid exists because people have sex. Like, sex is an activity that everyone on the planet engages with. But if people have it on camera, right, it's considered low class. Do you consider the fucking like the rock stars who have sex tapes? They're low class, right? Or actors.
Johnny, nobody's debating. Nobody's going around calling them low. I'm not going around calling them low class. Your argument here is that she shouldn't have been banned from the event.
No, you actually did, dude. You actually did. You did. Wait, Morals, why are you banning Renvy? Why are you banning Renvy, bro? Morals, unban Renvy. What are you doing, dude?
Bye, that's for 9 months.
Did you ban the wrong
arguing. He can go on a tangent forever. I just sit here and listen.
Yeah. You in fact though, Arab, you unban him, boss. Like, all right, you did in fact just a minute ago. We could go into the VOD and I can play it for you.
When you mentioned it, you're the one who brought it up.
You said that porn performers are low class.
No, you brought it up and you said they're considered low class, and I said, yeah, they are. I didn't say I call them low class. You asked if they're considered, and I'm just telling you a fact in the real world that yes, they are.
Yeah, but
I'm not telling you that I say it. I'm telling you they are considered that. This is a fact. This is reality. Yeah, you know it. You know it's true.
It's a patriarchal reality, boss. It's like that's the thing about this. That I'm not arguing against reality, but I'm questioning why reality came to be. Right? And why there's the pushback from it. You know what I'm saying? And calling out the hypocrisy of people who will engage in sexual behavior their entire lives. They have sex, right? They will participate in the adult industry by consuming the content. And then at the same time, they want to participate in the demonization of the people who make it.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
As an effort to feel superior. Let me ask you a question. Right?
Let's assume you're in 8th grade. Everyone's 14, you know, and you're having a bring your mommy to work day, all right? And this kid's mommy's an engineer, and this kid's mommy's a doctor, and this kid's mommy's a streamer, let's say, for example. What about the dude whose mom is Lisa Ann? What is she supposed to tell the kids? Does she tell the kids, I'm a porn star, I get fucked on camera and railed by different dudes as my job, and that's how I get paid? Is that a proper thing to do? To not demonize it?
I mean, what would she do if her dad was a gynecologist? Like, what would he do? He'd say, I fucking peek into vaginas, I put my fingers in pussies all day?
It's way different.
No, it's only different because society... It's only different because society is placing these fucking, here's a classic example, Arab. You ready? 100 years ago, women could not wear a bathing suit in public. They would literally be fucking beaten up if they wore a bathing suit in public. And now you can go to Miami or on Twitch and you can see women in bathing suits because we have advanced. There used to be a time where a woman wearing a mini skirt was considered a slut, Arab. They were considered low class if they wore mini skirts. I witnessed this in my lifetime in the early 70s. It was right around the time that women stopped wearing bras. After the 60s, they started wearing short skirts, and there was a rebellion against it. So the point being is like society's standards of what is inappropriate change over time.
Of course,
and a lot of times they even get adopted. Like even look at something even if you look at like long hair became a thing associated with femininity, but if you went to the 1700s, it was the rich, wealthy men that wore the long hair and the high heel.
I was waiting for you
high
to say
heels
that.
used to be a masculine thing.
Yo, Layla, give me the high heels.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The high heels used to be a masculine thing.
But
going back to your gynecologist point, because I never got to finish. So you're saying gynecologist is comparable to a porn star because they both have to do with vaginas. That's what you're.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Lisa Ann goes in, and then that's the same as
the thing
Dr.
about it
Smith saying that he peeks in the vagina. So can I ask you a question?
See,
when you go and get your fucking physical at a doctor, and she or he has to look at your testicles and feel them and make sure there's no cancer in them, is that the same as you dropping your pants in front of a girl that you're attracted to?
No.
Yeah.
It is not.
So there's the point. One is medical and one is completely sexual.
Right, but neither one of them is wrong or dirty, right?
No,
I don't think sex is dirty.
It's definitely dirty.
I don't think sex is dirty.
Sex is definitely dirty. That's why it's fun.
No, it's not dirty. It's not dirty. It's like literally the one act that creates life. I think sex has been identified as being dirty and shame-based probably because of religion. It seems like religion is the one that fucking is obsessed about people's sexuality and who they're having sex with, or whether it's in or out of marriage. Like tell me that. Like, why is sex of two consenting adults outside of marriage wrong, right, in some context, but once they get married, it's right? It's like because of an arbitrary set of rules. Now,
you're talking religion now.
Right, I know, and we could go in many different things, but I'm not equating.
Keep talking.
I'm not equating gynecology with a porn star, but what I'm equating is how society looks at men who look at women's private parts in a doctor's office. That's okay. That's medical. That's fucking acceptable. But then if a man looks at her private parts on a website, right, he should be ashamed of that, or that's like dirty and that's like taboo. And those are social constructs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were educated from an early age more about sexuality and didn't treat it such a taboo,
Tommy, look,
right?
We're on a point now that we agree on. So yeah, taboo, sure, but
I mean, I think we agree on more. The one thing that is,
but you're comparing a gynecologist to a porn star. I still don't agree on this.
I'm not comparing a gynecologist to a porn star. I'm simply saying if the man talked about if the woman described her fucking job as being a performer, right, who made movies, right, and he would probably say, I'm a doctor. He's probably not going to go into the 8th grade class and say, yeah, I look at fucking penis, I look at vaginas all day and make sure they don't have cancer, right? But like you, even with a porn star, when you describe her, you're like talking about her getting dicked, getting railed.
Yeah, 100%. Right? What else are you watching porn for? I'm getting on Pornhub to watch her getting fucking dick down. Reading Causes Rough Sex Part 2 by fucking on Pokimane stream. That's what I'm getting on the hub for. I'm not getting on the hub to watch a girl get fucking caressed and fucking.
Well, see, I mean, you know what's interesting but what's really interesting is if we went deeper into the psychology of porn, Arab, it's not even about the sex, really. Like, the attraction of porn, the biggest attraction of porn to men is the fact that the women in it are portrayed as having male-like sexual appetites. That's why men love porn, because they go in and the women are like begging for it. And they're like, come on, let's go. Give me more guys. When in reality, most women don't love sex the way men do. And in fact, many women find it actually uncomfortable and don't want to engage in it a lot, but feel compelled to because of like social programming and the roles. That's like the woman's role in the relationship. But that's really the biggest like psychological draw for pornography comes from like the idea that women have that insatiable sexual appetite like many men feel that they do, right? It's a huge draw.
So you could have just said men are more horny. Would have done
well, some men.
It would have gotten the same point across.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is in our nature to procreate.
Women do be horny.
It's a base level. sort of thing. But like at the end of the day, though, I like try to keep a consistent message of non-judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like you even if you look at the comments that happen when these discussions happen on Twitter, they always go into this crazy judgment, right? Where they have to call the performers disgusting, right? It's like and like level all these judgments of like these women's professions if they're engaged in the sex trade.
So you're saying it's all like social programming, etc. So in your opinion, what's a woman's role in a relationship? Like let's say you have the baby, you have a new kid. Yeah. What's the woman's role there?
So here, you ready for this?
I'm not ready actually at all.
Well, okay, but I'll tell you, like, I'm in a relationship 9 years, right? And I was in another relationship with a woman where we had a baby, but we were never together, right? But the way we've had it is there wasn't a specific woman or male role, right? I mean, there are definite, if we were to look at social ideas of masculinity and femininity, right?
I could just say anything random and he'll talk forever.
In our relationship, we're kind of like, we both have a little of both. Like Jenny tends to worry about money more, and I tend to be a free spender, which a lot of times, like,
keep going. I want him to hear this point. It's an important point.
What's up? How you doing?
It's an important point. Keep going. Jenny's a free spender. I'm listening. Keep going.
Come on, Tommy.
Tommy. Thanks for the bits.
Only
why'd you
reason
stop?
this dude wears that sleeve on his arm is because he jerked it so hard he tore some ligaments.
What was he doing?
I wanted to let him learn this point because you're making a point. I want Yusuf to hear the point. He's my assistant.
Nobody, I can't hear you.
You can't.
You're muted.
Oh, I want him to hear the point. He's my assistant. Keep going.
Oh, who is this?
This is my assistant. This is my camera guy.
Yusuf, bro.
Keep going. Keep going. Jenny's a free spender.
Yeah. Well, so no, my point is like there isn't a defined woman's role. I don't think in a relationship. I think that there does not have to be a defined. If you look at society says women should raise the kids, right? Men should be out there earning a living, right? If you were to look at other fucking things, like there's social ideas that women like to spend money and men like to conserve money, right? Men like to keep the thermostat low because they don't want to spend a lot of money, whereas women want to like turn the heat up and run around in skimpy clothing. I mean, there's all manner of social programming, but I don't think in a relationship there is a defined woman's role.
Tommy,
yeah, there just isn't.
Do you think a woman should nurture more than a man?
I don't know. I think a woman should nurture
like a baby?
I mean, well, all right. So obviously, in the early stages, like men can't breastfeed, right? Yeah. So a woman's role is obviously first she's the one that germinates the seed and delivers the baby, and she's somebody who fucking breastfeeds the baby, right? But they're like sometimes in families, men are more nurturing than the women are. Right? Like once that baby's born, right? It depends on the family. It depends on the context. Some kids are raised with two dads where there's not even a woman. You know what I mean? So like the idea of like, what's a woman's role? Like what's a man's role in a lesbian fucking parenting situation? There is none, right? Now you can look at things as like masculine and feminine qualities, but both men and women have masculine and feminine qualities.
Do you
think?
Do you think men can get pregnant?
Do I think men can get pregnant? A trans man can get pregnant if he still has a uterus. A trans man can get pregnant.
Why do you have to say trans in front of it? Isn't that just a man?
No, a trans man is a trans man. Is not a cis man. A trans man. I mean, are they a man? Yes. Right. So yes, a trans man can get pregnant.
So men can get pregnant.
So as yes, I guess, yes. If that's what you're looking for a soundbite. I specified trans man because that's well, yeah, I know. It's like I know you're mining me for content though, Arab. But I'm serious about this.
But I'm also trying to see how deeply you think about this. Like, you're so worried not to offend people to say you're non-judgmental when really I'm not judgmental either. But like,
thanks for the
that's crazy that you can get to the point to say a man can be pregnant.
Is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever
for you to say to me that I'm worried about offending people, like, have you looked at my entire fucking career? Like, bro,
everyone in
like,
this room is
there is no worry for me to fucking offend people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get offended every day. Every time I speak up on behalf of women, a gang of men will, oh, you trying to fucking score with her? She ain't gonna fuck you, bro.
Does she ever, by the way? Like, does she ever? Like, when you defend someone, has a girl ever fucked you because you defended her?
No, because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it to fucking get laid.
It's a flaw.
I'm not doing it to get laid, Arab. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I'm not doing it to get laid, bro.
The only reason I defend women on social media is to get laid.
Hey, man, but whatever works
because
for
it's low out here. You know what I mean? Like, not all of us are in a 9-year relationship. I'm struggling.
There is no doubt.
Like, the only thing I'm good with is viewers' moms.
There is no doubt that part of, like, the group male mentality tries to bully men into going along.
Oh shit! Sorry, my camera broke. Continue.
Tries to bully along, but yeah. So I mean, it's really hard though, Aaron, because I don't feel like this is actually a really good faith discussion. You know what I'm saying?
I had that conversation with you on Twitter. Okay, first of all, I mean,
you know what I mean?
We're having it publicly, so obviously there's an entertainment aspect. But the reality is, we had this conversation on Twitter, and you think that a porn star who got banned, okay, you don't understand. You say you're understanding, but you don't understand how the #1 kids game in the world can ban one of the top 10 porn stars worldwide.
I'm not talking to you without the camera on, bro. All right, like, turn your camera on.
My camera's on.
Right? No, it's not.
It's on my side. Leave the call and join. My camera's on.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Let's go. All right. But so my point though about the
Can I add Faxity to the call?
Huh?
I'm gonna add Faxity to the call.
Yeah.
Don't?
See, I just don't feel like, I mean, you can add him, but I don't feel like we're having a good faith discussion here, because what this is going to turn into is you guys ganging up to try and make me look bad for the sake of some fucking brohood. Right? Which is the same thing with the Andrew Tate.
Tommy, I love women, bro.
It is.
Tommy, I love women.
I'm saying? And like, the thing is I just don't think porn performers are low class. And I don't think they should be excluded from anything, because men consume their shit like fucking candy, right?
I didn't say they're low class.
And so they should be fucking respected.
I said they're considered low class. I didn't say they're low class.
I know, but I'm saying
considers them low class. That's reality.
To be fucking respected. End of story. All human beings should be respected.
Okay, but can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
A girl who gets dick down, or a dude who fucks for a living,
right?
Would you consider that the same respect as somebody who does something else that's heavily trained and professional?
So yes, I do. Because like I said, I know porn performers. One of them was in my fucking TV show that's on Amazon Prime. I made a TV show about toxic masculinity, but it was set in the adult film industry as a parody and as like something that ratchets up that whole like fucking patriarchal notion in this fucking character named Dick Strange. But the thing about it is this, is like, the porn performers that I know are incredibly, they do the most vulnerable act live on camera. Okay? And that's fully respectable, right? They don't have any shame about it. And I have a lot more respect for them not having shame about it and doing that vulnerable act, like performing it and owning it, than somebody who watches it and then pretends like it's dirty and goes around like insulting people. You know what I mean? Like the fucking people that get up in my comments and shit every time I defend a woman and say this hateful, spiteful shit, right? When I know that they're watching adult content.
Well, okay, right.
And,
but like,
you know what I mean?
Let's say going back to the point of
But I don't judge. Like I think the women who do porn are more respectable than somebody like fucking Elon Musk, who fucking union busts and fucking sits on billions of dollars of wealth and fucking, you know, exploits people, right? And fucking is wealthy and sits on Twitter all day, like trying to move crypto markets and shit. And what is he doing? You know what I'm saying? What is he doing other than like fucking falling in love with the sound of his own voice?
Are you saying this just to get a bit out of me, just so you could get my reaction?
No, I'm just saying it's honestly like I think billionaires are worse for humanity than porn stars. 1,000%, bro. 1,000%. It's absolutely true. Billionaires are not good for the planet, and they're not good for humanity. Right? And people that are performing sex for a living are not fucking causing that kind of worldwide harm.
You think billionaires should end world hunger?
I don't think people should be billionaires. I think at that point, like, you should be taxed to the point that discourages people from becoming a billionaire. Because if you're a billionaire, you're only getting there by exploiting people or ravaging the environment or both. Right? You're not getting there.
Giving jobs to hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, but you're also giving jobs at the least amount you pay in order to fucking pursue wealth. If you look at Amazon, the warehouse workers are making what, 17 bucks an hour? But how much are the shareholders making? The wealthy people that buy in, the fucking shareholders that don't even work there. They're the ones making all the wealth from Amazon, not the workers. And I mean, if you're saying Jeff Bezos is a king for providing a whole bunch of backbreaking $17 an hour jobs while simultaneously putting all the mom and pop businesses in the Midwest out of business because they're undercutting, right? Walmart and Amazon have literally changed the economic landscape of the Midwest.
Do you buy stuff from Amazon?
I do, absolutely.
So, like, how can you even argue that?
What do you mean? How can I argue it? Dude, I live on planet Earth, bro.
So why don't you buy from a mom and pop shop?
Dude, what mom and pop shop am I going to fucking buy from,
Where do you live?
Dude, where I live.
Where do you live?
Like,
which state?
I live in Portland.
What the fuck is there in Portland other than mom and pop shops? Is it even a state?
Dude, it's not a state. It's a city, bro.
It's a fucking Oregon. Okay, there you go. Oregon. What is there in Oregon?
At the point, though... But wait a second. See, now there's that implication, though, that like just because I'm using Amazon doesn't mean that I don't also believe that the system can be more equitable for everyone. Because it's not just Amazon. It's every industry. Every industry in capitalism is fucking where there's an ownership class that gets all the wealth. And then there's a worker class that should be thankful that they got a fucking job.
Tommy, what do you think a billionaire should do with their money if they're billionaires?
Well, again, though, I said, I think people should be taxed to avoid billionaires.
They exist. So what should a billionaire do with their money?
Well, I think they should be taxed on it, and that money should be used for
but like they're not, because they're getting around all the loopholes and they pay people and blah, blah. So what should a billionaire do with their money if they have $1 billion? What would you do as a billionaire with your money?
Dude, well, first off, Arab, I'm never going to be a billionaire because I wouldn't be okay with exploiting people. It's true. Like, you literally are not going to end up a billionaire unless you're fucking, okay with exploitation.
There's been, like, $1.5 billion lotteries.
Dude, Mega, what's up, boss?
You win the fucking lottery, all right?
Right.
700 mil. What are you doing with it? You're not a billionaire.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, how do you answer that question, boss? You know, I think
you're saying Elon Musk is less respectable than a porn star.
Well,
Elon Musk offered to put up the amount of money that the World Health Organization said it would take to end world hunger.
He did not. They called him out on it. They said like 6.9 billion or something, and he didn't pony up.
And he
didn't pony up. You know what he did? He did the same thing he did when he said he was going to buy Twitter. He backed out! Right? Because all he is a self-aggrandizing fool, bro. Who wants to fucking, like, I am Elon Musk, the great savior. Worship me because I fucking took Tesla away from the guys who fucking founded the company. Bro, he didn't even found that company. And if you look at Elon, going all the way back to Zip2, all he's really known for is taking a mediocre technology and getting Compaq to pay $300 million for it so he could fucking get loaded himself, bro.
Do you take donations on Twitch?
Dude, do I? No.
Yeah.
I take bits, but I don't take donos because too many people charge back. So I just do bits, right? Because I got tired of people coming in
with PayPal.
No. I mean, I have a PayPal account. Huh?
Didn't Elon Musk make PayPal?
Yes. He was part of the fucking early investor team in PayPal. He didn't make it, but I believe he was an early investor in it, right? Elon wasn't in there fucking coding like Mark Zuckerberg, right?
So do you assume he's stupid because he's so rich off of exploiting people, is what you say?
No, so I don't assume he's stupid.
He doesn't code?
Yeah, no, I don't assume he's stupid. I would never make that assumption.
Elon Musk made it and sold it, by the way.
He's obviously very smart, but here's the deal though. You ready? The thing about fucking like these sort of tech millionaires, if you want to, like what Elon is, right? He's a tech millionaire, right? That's obvious. We can all say that he's a tech millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that all of the tech millionaires have in common is the generation of mass amounts of wealth. And what they all do is they seed an idea, and then they get investors into it, and then they usually sell that idea at like a massive profit. Occasionally they develop the actual idea, but it's usually a venture capital thing, right? And if anything, what those guys are skilled at is selling something. Now, everything they sell doesn't go on to be some earth-shattering technology. A lot of times, people just buy it because they're afraid it might compete with something they're already working on. What they're actually is they're just effective salespersons. And they're really great at acquiring vast amounts of wealth from companies, right? But if you look at like Elon's first thing with the Zip2, right? When Elon sold Zip2 to Compaq for $333 million, and then that technology didn't go anywhere, didn't become anything revolutionary. Where do you think Compaq, like what did they do? Did they just write that off and not pay $333 million in taxes? Did they pass the money they spent on that technology down to consumers by increasing prices on their product? We'll never know. But those venture capitalists that sell these things, they don't care if it sinks or swims, right? They're just in it to get the paycheck and the vast accumulation of wealth. Now, me personally, Arab, I don't think vast accumulation of wealth denotes useful or endeavor necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that might be one of the ways that I differ from the world, because in the world, anybody who's wealthy, people act like they're a genius, they're smart, they work so hard, they earned it. When that's not always the case. You know what I mean? If you could ask anyone who works in Hollywood or the record industry, you go into the guys making the decisions in the top level of rooms, the guys with the power to fucking sign the checks and green light things, they're not always the smartest guys or the most hardworking guys in the room, right? Like they're not.
Just because you're hardworking doesn't mean you're working correctly.
You know what I mean?
There's a difference.
And like the thing about billionaires in general is underneath every billionaire, there are a lot of people that are showing up to work every day that aren't making a lot of money, and they're not reaping a piece of the company, right? And what's more, billionaires are often influencing politicians.
Right.
They're buying public policy, right? Which is affecting people. Like, look at the American government right now. Like, there is no government in the world that is more corporately like sort of guided than the American government, and the people aren't reaping the benefits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the American healthcare industry is a prime example of that, where like people are billionaires because of the healthcare industry, right? But like most Americans don't have healthcare. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a shitty system that people are wealthy as fuck.
Tommy, I don't know. I don't talk politics. I just went live to talk about porn with you.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I don't have much to say about porn.
I don't know how you ended up here. We still haven't gotten to the point. You still haven't answered the initial question. You kind of just glanced over it.
No, I didn't. I answered the question.
No,
I told you porn performers to me are not any lower than any other profession out there.
You still won't let me.
You know.
I was asking.
Thanks for the sub.
Yeah.
you don't think that it's justifiable or understandable why the #1 kids game would ban a top 10 worldwide porn star from their tournament?
Yeah, well, no, I don't.
You don't think it's understandable? You don't think it's understandable?
No, I don't.
Do you agree with it? You don't think it's understandable?
No, I don't. Not in 2022. Maybe Tommy, 30 years ago.
If I open Google right now, I can't type Adriana Chechik on stream.
Dude.
Because it's every single porn website.
Yeah, well, so Arab, let me ask you this. How many kids found out her name by them not fucking inviting her to fucking TwitchCon? You know what I mean? Like the point is if a kid gets on there and types fucking bring in sexy back, but to find the Justin Timberlake song, they're probably going to run into some adult material, bro. You know what I mean? Like acting like the only way kids were ever going to run into porn is by having Adriana Chechik like play at Twitch Rivals is so incredibly short-sighted. It's like, why aren't you advocating to get rid of Google? How dare we have Google? Because if I look for a Justin Timberlake song, I might stumble into adult content, right? So then, okay, well then we can't have the word sex in any titles in songs or movies because it might ping something on the internet. Like that's my point. My point is,
bringing sexy back doesn't bring anything. I just pulled it up on stream images and
you know what
Google.
I'm saying? It's like that. I guess the point is bringing
sexy back doesn't do that.
Yeah. So what about a girl who's got an OnlyFans? Now she can't go to Twitch Rivals, right? Is like, okay, so now it can't be a hardcore porn person, but now somebody who's got an OnlyFans. Corinna Kopf, she's banned from Twitch Rivals, right? Or any woman who's had an fucking Twitch, like an OnlyFans now can't. Or what about me, who like is not in the porn industry and has never been, but I fucking made a TV show that had an adult film star, Pepper Hart, in it.
Corinna Kopf's OnlyFans doesn't pop up at all on the first page of Google. When you look it up, when you look up Corinna Kopf.
Yeah, so that's what your concern is the first page of Google.
No, right? The concern is when you look up a name, the first thing is just that. Everywhere. It's like you can't escape it. Bro, even fucking, you look up Mia Khalifa on Google, you don't even find her porn.
No, that's incorrect.
No,
bro.
It is correct because I'm on it on Twitch right now. OnlyFans is the closest thing you get, and I don't even think she's naked on her OnlyFans. It's correct. It is correct.
Yeah, but
I'm just seeing if you can understand it, not if you agree. If you can understand why the #1 kids game that has 6-year-olds playing that are going to be watching, even though Twitch
first off,
Twitch TOS 13. Say it. I dare you to say it. Say it.
Well, dude, how are you denying that?
Okay, well, with your logic, Pornhub's TOS is 18, but you're the one who said that kids are going to start at fucking 12 anyway.
Dude, nobody's saying
Twitch's TOS is 13. Their fucking 5-year-olds are on Twitch, bro.
Dude, I get it. 5-year-olds are on Google, bro. Like
exactly. So don't show them Adriana Chechik.
Oh, dude. But like the thing is I get it. It's
good.
The same
That's all I wanted to hear. Just do you
understand?
No. Do you understand it? Do you understand why they wouldn't let her?
Well, first off, no, I don't, because there was some confusion. First, it was like they didn't tell her why, and then they said, "Oh no, we would have let you on, but there was adult shit on your stream." It was adult. You saw about that, right, Arab? That they said it wasn't really her porn career.
It wasn't her porn career. Just the fact that Pornhub was on her whiteboard.
Right. So, but
you can't even escape it, even in her own stream, bro. She's got it.
But technically, like, they could have merely just said to her, remove that from your whiteboard, right? You know, I mean, I don't know what you're after here, Arab.
No, I get it. I get it. No, I get what you're saying.
But I understand.
But you said it earlier. That was just to save face. Let's be honest. They didn't give a fuck about the whiteboard.
Yeah, I know they didn't. I know they were getting pushback, and so they fucking made up some bullshit like, oh, this was a confusion, right? Because they didn't want people to get mad.
You don't get what I'm saying is what you're saying. I'm trying to see how understanding you are and how understanding you preach to be. Do you not understand how this company would do that?
Arab, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. The thing about it
I've been listening, bro. I've been listening.
Here, but listen,
I'm listening.
If they were gonna do that, they should have done it like long before the fucking thing came up. Like they should have clearly, like, they know who she is, right? They didn't an hour before the event Google her name and then come in and say, whoa, now we got a problem with this, right? Like when did she sign up for Twitch Rivals? And why didn't they do that in the very beginning? And why don't they be upfront about it if they're honestly going to do it? Why do they say one thing and then go waffle about it at the end? Like, the point is I totally understand, and I agree, they have the right to do it.
5 peak right? 14
they
months.
have the right to do it.
400 bits.
They absolutely do. It's their company the same way that fucking, TikTok has a right to ban Andrew Tate. It's a fucking private company. Epic Games can do what they want. I 100% support their decision to make the decisions they want, right? But the way they did it ended up bringing her into the forefront anyway and got a whole bunch of people talking about it, right? So the very thing that they were worried about by having her on the show ended up happening anyway because of the way they handled it, right? So at the end of the day, Max, like if their goal was to prevent people from Googling her name, they failed at that, right? They participated in that anyway. She didn't play Twitch Rivals.
I don't think their goal was to prevent people from doing that. I think their goal was just to not have them on their platform.
Right. No, I mean,
a kid's platform. It's a kid's platform.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Adriana Chechik is on Twitch and they do business with Twitch Rivals, right? So, you know what I mean?
Nobody's saying they hate porn stars. Twitch loves them.
But
when a kid's game requests that a top 10 porn star, look, we all know who she is. We've all fucking watched her videos before.
Well, dude, I've never gone in a day in Twitch chat without one of those kids talking about Lana Rhodes. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like clearly they don't need to see Lana Rhodes at Twitch Rivals to know it exists.
But do you think Epic Games is going to invite Lana Rhodes to Twitch Rivals Fortnite no-build tournament?
Well, see, here's the thing.
Do you think Lana Rhodes is getting in that?
Dude, well, obviously we know now she's not, right? We know now she's not.
But you know who
know what I'm saying?
You know who might?
Who?
Mia Khalifa might.
Yeah,
because she's broken out of that porn thing. She's built a sports career, and when you Google her, you don't find porn.
Well, see, I'm curious how that happens with Mia Khalifa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like she is probably paid. She probably has some type of paid service, right? Because you can absolutely find Mia Khalifa porn. It's out there. Yeah, I've seen it.
You obviously you know find it. I'm saying the first search of someone's name.
But what I though see, here's the deal. I know that for you this is just content, and you want to fucking sit here and argue and get some content. You're gonna put some shit on TikTok that a whole bunch of people are gonna harsh on me and call me a fucking feminist and a loser and spew a bunch of like homophobic shit at me and tell me how awful I am and call me a pedo and shit. But like, to me, this is really important, is like moving to a world where it's moving to a world where sex workers are accepted and not looked at as disgusting, right? And where we can teach kids from a younger age what sex work is and give them some context. Like, I mean, I even mentioned this in my sort of Twitter thread, how I knew my kid was going to go to middle school, right? Or late grade school, and some kids were going to show him porn. I knew it. I knew he was going to see it.
It happens. That's reality. It happens.
So I had a discussion with my kid right around
I evolved pretty late. 9th grade is where I evolved.
Like
not 4th. I don't know about 4th, but 9th grade is where I evolved. They start early now, chat. That's the reality.
Yeah,
there's phones and they start early.
It does. Internet for sure. But so I had a discussion with my kid where I explained to him, like, here's the deal, son. you might go and some kids might show you some shit on the internet having to do with men and women and based around sex, right? And I kind of explained to him about how, you know, we've watched Transformers movies, right? And there are these fucking
You played some
crazy
dubstep
movies.
and told him this is Transformers having sex?
Dude, no,
Okay.
it's just an explanation that a Transformers movie is a hyper fantasy version of robots and cars, where robots exist and cars exist, but Transformers do not exist. And there was some explanation with him of how he was going to see a version of sex that was hyper fantasy wise, that was not a real depiction of sex, that was like very overwhelming and very over the top, and he was probably going to get exposed to it. I wanted to offer him some context so when he would see it, he would be able to think about it and be able to talk to me about it, and it could be a conversation that we could have, so he could get some context.
Yes. Right, makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the fact of the matter is kids now are getting exposed to a lot of shit they did
Transformers having sex
when we were young. But see, like, it's just hard though, Era, because I can feel that we're not having like a good faith discussion. But
you don't want to change your mind. That's the thing. You're not here to, like, I'm not asking you to say. I'm not even asking you to say you agree with different points. I ask you to, if you understand them, and you won't even say you understand where someone's coming from. You get it? Because you're so caught up in this idea of I have to be the female defender, but I'm not even here hating. I love women, Tommy. I love women.
Yeah, I know you do.
I talk about titties all the time. I tweet about titties. I go to different countries, meet different fucking women on stream. Like, I love women. This has nothing to do with hating women. You don't want to.
It's not about hating women.
It's just like that. It's like that. You are this protector of that, like everything, and they can't be wrong. And
dude, it's about like I want to change the systems that are in place, Arab. And you want to say like you love women, but you're okay with systems that are in place continuing. That's the only difference, bro.
I just understand that the world exists.
You know what I mean?
How it is. This is how it is. This is the world.
But here's the deal, Arab. The difference is like, let's look at it as like the N-word discussion, right? And I'm not talking about you, but kids the world we live in, every day kids get in Discord calls and play Fortnite and they hear other kids use the N-word, okay? The difference is every time I hear somebody use the N-word, I fucking speak up about it. That's it. That's all it is, right? Because I speak up about it. I don't care that that's the way it is. Right? I know that there are people that get hurt by it, and it's got a hurtful legacy. So when I see it, I speak up about it. And this shit is the same way, man. We've lived in a system where men have made the rules and have told women what the correct morality is around their bodies and their sexualities and what is and isn't high or low class related to them. And it's been going on for thousands of years. And I just call it out, right? And it makes me wildly unpopular in the boys' club. Because whenever you do that, there is a hierarchy of men that says when men do that, you're supposed to just sort of shut up and you're supposed to go along with it. But I don't go along with it. And I get ridiculed for that. And I get called all kinds of fucking names for that. And people are mining me for content for that. But I'm not doing it to get laid. I'm not doing it to fucking like.
You don't get laid?
Like, huh?
You don't get laid?
What? Dude, I'm in a relationship of 9 years. I had sex like 3 hours ago, boss. I have sex. I've had a lot of sex in my lifetime, boss. I mean, but the point being is I just speak up about it because I want to change the system, right?
Right.
Do I support Epic Games' ability to decide who's on their platform, who's on their game? Absolutely. I support Twitter's right to deplatform people. But at the same time, what I saw when she got that and she went vocal about it, I looked in the comments and saw a bunch of young boys talking about how disgusting she was and how fucking shitty she was and how, of course, she's so low class. And I spoke up.
Oh, no, she's great. I'd get sloppy top any day.
And I spoke up about it. And that's really all it is. It's like, if I see injustice,
in the most respectful way,
obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, it's like, sue me. I've been speaking up my whole life, though. You know, it's what I do.
Look, I respect you. We're friends.
Yeah,
obviously.
I respect you.
Obviously, I mind content here and there, but but my question is, like, do you ever, like you said, you're here defending people in the room, so you're the guy who stands up to the man in the room, but like, at what point do you understand another side?
Well,
you've lived 66. How old are you? 54, 53?
Right. 50, yeah.
You've lived that many years.
I'll be 53 in October.
You've lived that many years, and you've seen so many perspectives.
But see, here's the deal, though, Arab, is like, I can understand the side of a company being able to decide who they do and don't want in their advertising in their platform.
Pluto, that's at 3 months.
But when there's a side that says certain human beings are less than because of what they do or what they wear or how they have sex or what color they are, there is no other side to that. Okay, if you're demeaning a group of people because of the work they perform,
experience, Tommy.
Like, there just isn't another side to that.
Tommy,
you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna say, yeah, it's okay to fucking.
Every year since I was born, we fly to Lebanon. And for my whole life, I thought you were supposed to go to the airport 5 hours early. Because every year for 17 years straight, all the way up until I was 18 years old,
right,
we'd get randomly selected.
Absolutely, because of fucking 9/11, bro.
Randomly.
Of course. Absolutely. Randomly.
Randomly.
Yeah.
And they would search all our bags for 3 hours. Okay?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was 21 when I started traveling, and my friends would make fun of me for going 4 or 5 hours early. Why the fuck are you doing this? Blah, blah. That I realized that you can go an hour before your flight.
When he's out here making YouTube videos about Somerset.
I get it. I understand it. And I never said, oh, fuck them. Because that was the reality. It's not the fucking, it was our people doing that shit. And that's who they were looking for randomly. So it's whatever. Shit happens, and that's life, and I'm not gonna change that. I'm not gonna change fucking TSA's laws, all right? That's fucking them being safe, and I had to fucking deal with it. I dealt with that racism, and that happened in my fucking life, and I move on, and I had to get past it, and I built my shit without fucking worrying about it. I made my name Arab. You know how many problems my name gets me, Arab?
Dude, I get it.
So many. But, I've had conversations with tier 1 orgs, and I've been told to change my name.
I know you have.
Change my name.
I know you've been passed over too.
But the name because of like TSM Korea is allowed, and the name fucking Energy Aussie's allowed. But Arab isn't.
I know. That's
the fucking world, and it's never gonna change.
Yeah, but see, here's the deal, though, Arab.
Change.
But wait. Pause,
so that's why
1 second.
I just teach people to fucking move on and make shit out of your life.
Yeah, but wait, Arab, though, let me just throw a couple things here, and then I'm gonna bounce because I'm gonna go play some Fortnite.
Yeah,
you ready? Okay. Your mom can vote in America, boss.
What's it gonna fucking do?
Listen to me though. No, you know why she can vote? You know why, Arab?
Why?
Because 100 years ago, fucking women fought for it. They spoke up.
100%.
They got rejected. They got told shut up. They got told you can't do it. They got told no. They saw it through. Okay, now you ready for another one? Now, fucking 60 years ago, okay? 60 years ago, fucking a black and white person couldn't sit at the same fucking counter in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you know why that happens now? You know why there's white and black people on sports teams? Because people said something about it, Arab.
Tommy.
Not because they said that's the way the world is. See, look at how dismissive you are because you know I'm right.
No, Tommy.
You know that
I'm here to make another point.
Dude,
I don't want to change the fact that I got randomly selected because since then there hasn't been another fucking 9/11.
Yeah, but Arab, I mean, that is your prerogative. But like if you don't want to fight for change, right? That's fine. You don't have to fight for change, right? But the thing is every advancement that has happened in society, from women voting, women being able to have jobs, gay people being able to get married, black and white people being able to sit at the same table at a restaurant.
I'm not rolling over to the system, Tommy.
You know what I'm saying? Those things
it's getting
all
past
happen.
the system.
No, listen to me. Those things all happen because people stood up against the popular will, and they spoke up about it, and they fought. Sometimes they died. Sometimes they broke windows. They got their asses beat. But they did it to make that shit happen. Now, the thing is you can say that, like, you don't want to be one of those people that's going to speak up and fight and break a window and stand up to change things, and that's fine. But, like, don't belittle people that do. Because literally,
I never belittle you. I never belittle you on fucking Twitter.
I know, but the thing is,
I don't belittle. I crack a joke, you don't, and that's it.
But the thing is, though, is a lot of the kids, though, that will consume the content.
You're making a great point. You're right. 100%.
I know.
The thing is, it's a great point.
Is like, it's only by speaking up do you enact real social change. And sure,
but everybody might be against. This conversation started, and this is the point. Speaking up about these adult actresses in a kids game.
Thanks for the sub.
Well, it's the thing about it is like, you know, you could fucking. The point is again, like I said, I fucking support Epic Games being able to do what they want. It's their game, but I do not support the idea of demeaning women and men who create sexual content. And that exists a lot, especially in the Fortnite community. They want to demean the people who make any type of sexual content, even if it's not sexual, right? It could be a woman in a fucking bathing suit, and they're like calling it soft porn and shit. Okay. You know what I mean?
Is it easier?
But anyway, I feel like we've really talked about this to death. You know me. I'm speaking up. I want to change things, and maybe part of the drive is I've grown up as a like having every sort of privilege here possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we need some white males to speak up about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
White males. Because you were born with the privilege.
I was absolutely born with a privilege in this society. Right?
So that's why you speak up about it.
Well, that's not the only reason. I've told you why I speak up about it.
Yeah.
I speak up. I mean, dude, it's like, I don't know what you're after, though, Arab, you know? I mean, I appreciate you, and I hope you get some good content out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Tommy, I got on because I believe the point that I was saying to try to get you to understand.
Dude,
and then you went on a rant, and I'm down for it.
Yeah.
You know I'm down. I'm always down to listen to a rant.
Absolutely. Well, but the thing is like the same way that
I don't talk politics. I just don't.
Yeah.
You know, like when you rant after the porn thing, it's just I just don't do that. I laugh. I crack jokes. That's my prerogative, to make people laugh, and it's pretty simple.
Dude, and I mean, dude, that's totally fine, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm very understanding. Like you say you're understanding. I'm also what's up, Fax?
What's up, boss? What's up, Arab?
Dude, what's up? Dude, Arab, I am understanding, but when I see systems that try to hold people down, I try to rebel against that. And that's just what I do, bro. And maybe it's because I grew up always being an underdog. Maybe it's because I grew up having to fucking scrap to, like, make shit happen. And, like, you know what I'm saying? So I've always, like, you know, I was just one of those people where when I see people getting picked on, right, I'm going to speak up for them. You know, and that's just the way I've always been. And it's okay if you want to crack jokes and fucking do that. That's fine. Like, I would never judge you for that, right? But at the end of the day, all of social change that has happened in the last 150 years, right, 200 years, has happened from people who went against popular opinion and fucking spoke up about injustice, and then stood up and went through what it took.
Would you consider me a popular opinion streamer?
You know, well, so
would you consider me a popular opinion streamer, please, Tommy?
A little bit.
Oh,
I mean,
my God,
Arab, you're controversial, but you do it like you maintain allegiance to like the male hierarchy. I mean, look what you did to Andrew Tate. You brought a woman on there and you told her to get on her knees in front of him. Right? And you played to the crowd.
Guess what?
Of like,
the fucking porn stars you're defending are doing that with fucking sloppy top and fucking dicks in 3 holes. Yeah.
Dude.
So how are you saying that was wrong? Because I made a fucking million view clip in 24 hours. And somehow you're telling me I'm bowing to the allegiance. When that chick is getting told to get on her knees, she's getting her hair pulled and she's got a fucking dick in her ass, bro.
Dude,
how are you comparing?
Dude,
you gotta have an open mindset.
Dude, Arab, the fact that you refuse to see how those two things are related, right? The fact that you like if you look at Andrew Tate and all the shit he's done regarding his opinion about women, and you don't speak up about him because what? You're afraid his fans are gonna come after you? You know what I mean?
Tommy, I'm an entertainer. I'm not here to speak up about people. I don't give a fuck about drama.
Dude, well, and I mean, that's
cool.
cool.
I don't care about drama. I'm here to entertain people who watch me.
Dude, I am an
I'm here to make people laugh. That video got 1 million plus views on Twitter.
It did.
In 16 hours.
I know it did. And like, I spoke up against him and got 50 million views on TikTok and 1,000 messages calling me homophobic slurs, right? But like, I did it not to just get 1 million views and entertain. I did it because I really am passionate about speaking up for fucking marginalized people, bro.
When did this start though? Weren't you like, you went from being a Fortnite streamer, let's go boss,
to the gift of baby Sham,
and then all of a sudden have fucking spaz
bits. No shot gives you for my content. You're making YouTube videos about Somerset.
Dude,
like,
Max,
I
let me know if I on the internet.
You went from
Pluto. That's at 3, baby. Guys, thanks for all the love. Thanks for the subs. Papa Max with another 5 gifted.
Whatever.
God, seriously, thank you for the love. Max, sorry I didn't respond to your text. I was busy.
No, to like just try to be someone that you're.
Use it for more water.
You're not. But what is this? Bro, I just nowhere heard you say a fucking man can have a baby.
Dude, a trans man can have a baby, bro. Like,
yeah,
I mean, like
it's not a man. It's a girl going in because whatever. Going to a guy, a man, an actual man, not a trans, a man can have a fucking man.
I'm gonna miss Yusuf chat.
A trans man.
Can you have a
uterus?
Can you have a baby?
I am not a trans man. Okay, I'm a cisgendered man. A cisgendered man cannot have a baby. A trans man can.
I might get canceled, bro. A fucking
I'm so glad
a normal man.
I don't have to talk. I can just shut the fuck up and listen now.
I'm not here to troll, boss. You know we won it at once, bro. We did. And no, listen.
No, you listen. I've talked about the same shit.
This shit happened last time and we couldn't even get bait.
And we're turning it all into clips.
Dude, all I'm saying is you just said here, why did I change, right?
Because I haven't changed. Sudden. I think it's for clicks. It has to be.
Dude, it's not. I've always been this way, Faxity.
It's got to be a little bit, Tommy. Come on.
I've always been this way, boss.
It's got to be a little bit.
Like you're on.
Wait, I don't mean to gang up. I don't want Tommy. You guys continue. I'm listening.
No, I love Tommy, bro. I met him IRL, but like when I met you, you were nothing like this. There's no way. And dude, I feel like it's an internet persona you put on. It has to be.
Dude, Fax. The funny thing is I talked about this stuff when I had 7 viewers on Twitch, right? It's just nobody fucking made a big deal about it until I fucking blew up. And then everybody started en masse sort of ganging up on me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially around the West Pro shit.
That's fair.
Like the minute I got sick of West Pros like clowning me by playing with me and not trying during tournaments.
Like that racist high IQ cord?
Oh. A whole group of like the West Pro community all of a sudden decided they hated me. Right. And then they've been like the leaders of the whole cancel group that every time I do shit, it's like Yatsik and all these fucking people. Right, that fucking like attack me on everything. Everything I do now, it's like it just attack.
You don't think for some of the things you set yourself up for it though? At all? You think you don't set yourself up for it? You think it just comes? Like some of the hate, you don't think you set yourself up for it?
I don't. I mean, like let's roll back and look at some of it.
Come on, like one of the wait. We're all creators. We all get hate. One of
the first things that started this was after my mom died. And I took a trip to Wisconsin.
I know what you're talking about.
To film video footage, and I made an ad about that trip. I didn't even get to go to her funeral because my half-brothers and sisters scheduled it at a time that I couldn't be there. I made a G Fuel ad about taking a journey to reconcile your past. And there were fucking YouTubers and people starting Reddits like saying that I was using my mom's death to advertise. And it was completely taken out of context. And I got completely fucking attacked over that. And that was like the beginning fucking wave, right? And then some of the other shit was what went down with fucking phase 1, right? Where I stayed on my little position on the corner of the table and everybody tried to make it seem like I fucking sexually harassed somebody. And again, I didn't do anything there. except just sit on one corner of the table trying to read chat, right? And I have a million people calling me a pedo and all this fucking fake canceling shit, right? It's like, but like, none of that is my responsibility. I can't help it that I'm a feminine and masculine dude, that I have pink hair, that I like fucking unicorn slippers, and that I dance shaking my hips. But like the fact that like all of a sudden a gang of people decide I'm a horrible person and want to try and cancel me for shit, I'm not going to just like mute up and all of a sudden be like, oh, I got to somehow become a guy that they're all going to approve of. Because I'm not going to do that, man. Because I'm just me, bro. But this is the same me. Like, I used to talk about, like, the trans shit and defending trans people and talk about that shit when I had 5 fucking viewers. It's just, I didn't have a gang of fucking West people, like, trying to shred me publicly for it.
It was,
you know what I'm saying?
So is that, those two is what kind of started it? And then I feel like also, wasn't there a thing about Somerset? You had like fucking.
So the Somerset thing was, yeah, I fucking raided her, and I leave my Macintosh over here on 24/7. So after I raided her, I fucking didn't like close the window because I always have like 9 tabs open on my Mac. But my Mac just stays on because I edit on there and shit. So I never turn that computer off. So
18 days it stayed on.
So dude, that tab was just open with a bunch of other tabs for like a month, right? And so every time she streamed, that tab stayed open after I rated her. And then everybody was like...
Go ahead, sorry.
Papa Max, we appreciate that, baby.
Whatever.
Well, dude, everybody like starts calling me a pedo or like saying like, dude, why do you have 18 days of fucking watch time when I don't? Like, how the fuck do I stream 60 hours a week. How the fuck am I watching Somerset for fucking 18 days of watch time when I've been streaming 60 hours a week? I mean, you do the math on that, right? Like, what am I doing? I'm like watching it in my sleep. I've somehow figured out how to.
Thank you. I saw your other text too, by the way.
Once the cancel crew started in for me and I became like persona non grata, like now, every single thing I do gets attacked, right? Everything I do gets attacked. And the Andrew Tate thing where I was out there just standing up to this toxic masculinity, right? Like, again, I got attacked and like called all manner of homophobic slurs and shit over that, right? When I was just simply disagreeing with patriarchy and wanting to advance our society to something beyond what it's always been.
Okay, can I come in slowly? Do you think it's like, do you ever think it's extreme? Like, I get, like, you defend and it's cool, and you know, you stand up for something. That's cool. I always love people going against the grain. That's what I stand for. I love people going against the grain, right? But like, do you not think it's so extreme? I feel like every point you make to me when it comes to something is always so extreme, and you compare it to something else. Like, let's say the porn star and the gynecologist, and a porn star, or you Googling a person's name, and every single porn site popping up on the first page of Google compared to my merch ad. Like, how do you
But let me explain it to you this way. All right, we live in a country where a 10-year-old girl a month ago was going to be forced to bear her rapist baby, a baby of incest, in the state of Ohio. She drove to Indiana to get an abortion, and the state of Ohio started to look for a way that they could prosecute that doctor. That happened a month ago, Arab. So we're living in a pretty extreme world, boss. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the fact of the matter is when I see that shit going on in today's world, right? In the world that my kid is fucking inheriting, right? And him and his girlfriend, right? That where like he could move to a state, his girlfriend could get raped, and he could be forced to fucking deliver that baby. Like, that's very extreme, bro. So like, I guess I look at that type of extremity and take it upon myself of like feeling like speaking up is kind of required, man. Now, if this kind of shit didn't fucking happen, right? If we were living in a different world, maybe I'd speak up less. Right? But like, I've always been a defender of fucking trans rights and gay rights and that type of stuff, man. And the fact that I think it's really an interesting thing though. Like, here's the question I asked myself as a guy who was trying to go into the film industry, right? as a filmmaker, as a director, where there's gay acceptance. There's much more acceptance of trans rights. Why did the universe not give me a career in the film industry, but deliver me a career and a platform in this community where I stick out like a sore thumb, where every time I speak up, the community's like, what is going on? Who the fuck are you? Like, isn't that weird? Like, it's because maybe there are some people in this community that are trans.
Tommy had sex 3 hours ago.
That are trans, that are gay, that are fucking underdogs and shit, and want to know that there's people out there that aren't going to call them the F slur. And like that people out there fucking rooting for them, you know? You know what I mean? Like we have to admit our gaming community is filled with a lot of like racist, sexist, and fucking. I mean, did you see Somerset crawling for the West Cash Cup?
Tommy,
did you see how much support she got from the community?
Like, is that bad?
You know what I mean? No, it's amazing, dude. But did you see her getting a lot of support from the community for what she did, or did you see her getting attacked? Like,
I don't know.
She got a lot of support. I'm not gonna lie. She got hella love for it. Makes you peaked at like 5-6K viewers.
Yeah, I know, but did you see her tweet afterwards where she was like, God, why is everybody so negative? Like, you know what I mean?
It comes with It comes with this. It comes with what we do.
We all get hate, Tommy.
I know we do,
but I guess my Instagram right now, and I still have a video from 3 months ago that's getting nonstop hate.
Dude, I feel ya. I mean, I get it.
That's just reality. That's life. And also, like, you don't get to reap the benefits without that.
Yeah, but
how the fuck did we go from all this shit anyways to Fortnite?
Dude, there are people though. I do not have a crush. Dude, I was just pointing something out,
Tommy,
about like
Tommy. No. Listen. You talk about educating the younger about porn, right?
No, I'm not here to educate the younger people.
No. You say porn. We should though, right? I've seen it on your Twitter.
Dude, I've said that parents should.
So if you have let's say you have a newborn baby at the age of 8 years old, go to your son or daughter and be like, hey, here's fucking Pornhub, and this is what they do, and that's their job.
I don't want somebody showing a newborn baby porn.
I said at age of 8 or 10. At what age do you think it's proper then?
Dude, well, first off, I don't think people should be
the age thing.
No, I don't think people should be watching porn until they're 25.
When you find out what porn was, Faxity, when did you find out what porn was?
I don't even know how I found out, but I know my dad didn't come up to me and say, "Hey, son, here's fucking Pornhub."
Dude, nobody's showing kids fucking porn, and I don't think people should be watching porn until their brain is fully formed, like age 25. But the point I was making...
on Twitter, you said educate the younger about it. You said that.
Dude, that doesn't mean showing them that. You can educate somebody about war facts, and but you said take them out to the battlefield.
So how could you educate them then? Tell me one way. How do you educate the young about porn then? How do you tell them?
You talk to them about
what?
First off, you got to start. You don't start at porn. You start with discussions about sexuality, right? And you answer their questions, right? You know what I'm saying?
How is it, Max?
Like my kid was asking questions very young about why girls could not take their shirt off, but why boys could, right? Now, when your kid asks you that question at age 4, age 5, you have to sit down, and at that point, you have to discuss. Okay, you have to.
Let me clarify. You think it's okay for a woman to walk around with her shirt off?
Not in today's society. No, it's clearly not. She'd be arrested.
But do you think it's okay?
That's not why he's saying. He's not asking legally, Tommy. He's saying,
I'm saying you. Do you think it's okay?
I have been to places.
I'd love that, to be honest.
That are like nudist colony like places.
Oh yeah, we love titties and shit. But do you think it's okay?
I know.
I know. Answer this. Okay.
I'm not going to answer a yes or no question like that because it's too nuanced. You want my answer? My answer is I have been to nudist colony places like Brighton Bush in Oregon where everybody there is naked and nobody's sexual about it at all because it's not looked at in a sexual manner. It's looked at as a liberating sort of natural thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to go onto a fucking nude beach and I'll probably have a boner the whole time.
You know what I'm saying? I can exist. I can exist in a nudist colony environment.
Too. Yeah.
Right. I can exist in a nudist colony environment and be around naked women and have it not be a sexual thing. Right? Like, yeah.
Like a fat, throbbing boner in a Spain nude beach. Not a bad piece of content.
I don't think you will. I think you'll be self-conscious.
I probably will be. I probably will be.
And you won't have a boner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, guys. I think the primary difference that makes this difficult, right, is obviously, for whatever reason, the universe has dumped a very progressive,
I think it's a 4
very forward-thinking, sort of like system-breaking individual into some level of prominence in a community of like young dudes that are all trying to be what everyone wants them to be in order to be cool.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
You know what I mean?
What are we talking about right now?
We're talking about the gaming community where people.
No, we were talking about women and their tits out.
But Tommy, isn't everything we do is for us to be cool as entertainers? It's so we can influence our viewers.
I mean, everybody's going to use.
To be cool. They wouldn't watch us if they didn't think we're cool or entertaining
Dude, I think some people try to be cool. Some people try to use their platforms to enact social change, right? Some people use their platforms just to make money.
The only way you're going to enact social change is if somebody thinks you're cool. That's the only way they'll listen to you. They're not going to listen to you if they don't like you.
I see. The thing about it is like it's. I don't say what I say because I want people to necessarily listen to me.
Let me ask you this question.
Like, dude, somebody in my chat just said it. Is with power comes responsibility.
Right.
And that's absolutely real. And for whatever reason, I ended up with a little bit of a platform. And I have always felt that if I had a platform, I would fucking use it responsibly to speak for like social change and like a non-judgmental sort of fucking world where people don't get judged for the type of masculinity or femininity that they portray, where they don't get judged for the type of shoes that they wear, the color of their hair, whether they're bald or not bald, whether their teeth are crooked or not crooked, or whether they're fuking, heavy or skinny or whatever.
That's just life. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, but the thing is like
you're gonna I don't get it. Like, you're gonna get clowned if someone walks around like I don't know. I'm so lost. Like
Tommy.
How you fucking process this?
Stop. My point was do you? I never got to this point because I couldn't. Yeah. I just don't feel like yelling. Do you think that you push more people to the other side with how extreme you speak about it? Like, do you think that like people go, oh shit, this is what this side's like. I don't want to be like that because it's so extreme at points. Like, do you ever think if you tone it down a little bit, you get more people on your side? You know what I mean? I get it because you're passionate, and I love that. I love
here's the deal, Arab.
But at what point do people go, oh shit, that's way too fucking crazy? I'm good.
Here's the thing, though, Arab. Maybe. But at the same time, like I said, if we look at the American population, there's like politicians that are like I said, they have people on their side.
Fuck politicians.
Wanting to have women deliver babies. Like, I guess for me, I'm not too concerned about sides because I don't think there need to be sides. It's humanity, man. If you can't,
but there are.
Like
it's reality.
Like the fact that me saying don't use racist and homophobic slurs and let's try to be less sexist as a community in gaming. The fact that that's a side in gaming is like, it's pretty sad.
Why? It's just words.
Defending homosexuals' right to have like a life free of ridicule is like, why is that a side?
Why is there a word that's offensive?
You know what I'm saying? Why is there a word that's offensive?
Why is there a word that's offensive?
Because human beings enslaved other human beings, and
you just gotta man up. You just gotta man up. Man the fuck up.
Yeah,
you know I mean,
you're quoting Ben Parker about great power comes great responsibility. Fucking, what about one of the first things you learn as a kid? You don't teach your kid. Do you only teach them about porn, or do you not teach them sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt me? You don't teach your kid that one?
No, I didn't teach
that's one that we learned at 4 years old.
But words will never hurt me.
I feel like that's a real thing we learn at 4 years old.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is, though, is here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal, guys. Words do hurt. Okay, I've been hurt by things people have said about me and to me. They do hurt. And acknowledging that is part of manhood. And pretending like, oh, I'm immune to shit. Dude, words hold power.
Of course, words hurt.
You know,
when they're personal.
You know what I'm saying?
When they're personal.
But again, guys, at the end of the day, you can say that like I'm extreme, but we're the people who fucking fought to get black kids into a fucking public school and integrate schools. Those people were looked at as extreme, right? And like people who are agents of change that go against popular opinions are often looked at as extreme. Now, is there a way that I could be
get so deep
extreme and like be more palatable to people? I don't know. But I'm not here to be palatable, and I'm not here to have everybody like me.
I don't know how you find these
I'm just
names.
here to be the voice that I am and have always been in my life. And if people are going to hate me for it and ridicule me for it and not like me because of it, that's fine. But there are going to be other people out there that fucking relate to that because they want to enact change too. And like, I've never been cool. I was a fucking dork in high school. I've always been a dork. I've always been on the outside. I was the nerdy guy who made it on the football team, and all the jocks tried to beat me down and get me to quit.
You did have white privilege.
You know? Well, of course. Yeah, every white person.
You did have a lot of white privilege, so that's like
you know
what I mean?
I'm gonna leave this shit up to y'all, bro. I'm gonna go gamble. Fuck this weak ass shit.
Why, bro?
Fuck this weak ass shit, bro.
Man, you're bringing some good points up,
bro. Unless it's personal, bro, it should hurt. If someone's calling you like telling your homie this, telling it, bro, man, the fuck up, bro. Like, what is this weak ass?
So why are you leaving? Stay in here and argue this.
Because I'm getting a fucking headache, bro. I'm getting a fucking full headache.
Well, man,
this shit's going nowhere. This shit's going fucking nowhere. This shit is going fucking nowhere.
Now you sound like a bitch.
And I'm just asking you a question. He's bringing a point up. You're fucking going all around the fucking world with this shit. I can't, bro. I can't.
Baxity, now you sound like a bitch, man.
I'd rather go fuck off my money and go gamble.
Don't leave. Stay. Baxity, don't leave.
Like,
don't leave.
Bro.
Don't leave.
Like, this shit is so stupid, bro. Like, Tommy, I love you, bro, but you don't have an understanding. Like, you don't say yes, I'm wrong. You're right. Okay, this you're right about. You argue everything, bro, and it pisses me the fuck off.
Dude, what am I arguing?
Dude, I don't get it, bro. Like, the whole thing about looking up Coretta, first page, this, that.
I'm not trying to leave it.
You didn't admit it. You didn't say nothing about it, bro. Shit gets me fucking pissed. You just run away to a whole different topic. I cannot be here, bro. I'd rather go fuck off my money.
Dude, well, have fun gambling.
Yeah, Faxity, go spend it on OnlyFans, Faxity. Go spend your money on OnlyFans and then ridicule them.
If my wife's watching, I swear to God, that's not true. It only end up saying that shit. I don't do that shit.
Dude, I mean, it's like...
Bro, let's open the league server later. Sorry.
No, it's just a back and forth, Tommy. Listen, bro. I met you in person. You're a fucking good dude. But online, you're a fucking dud. I don't know. The way you see shit is fucking so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. And it makes absolutely no fucking sense, man. I don't know you. Listen, I could speak IRL. You're a fucking great guy. I met you.
Tommy's
you're
a great
man.
dude. No.
But dude, your points and your thoughts are just fully dudded. Shit's dudded, and it makes no sense. I got taught it.
I think it's all about intention.
Hold on, Arab. I got taught and grew up as a fucking man, bro. I know what it is to be a man and how to be a man and act like one. Simple,
how do you be a man? What's being a man to you, Faxity?
Dude,
Faxity, what's being a man to you?
I'm here for that.
I'm not even going there, bro.
Nah, Faxity, what's being a man to you?
You said I'm insecure about my weight and all this other bullshit, bro. But are you over here worrying about fucking content?
Faxity, what's being a man?
Bro, fuck all that weak shit, bro. Shit's just so annoying, bro. I'm gonna go gamble and fuck off my money, bro.
Faxity, what's being a man?
Boss.
Dude, this shit gets me so mad.
Tell me.
Dude, he's a good guy.
What's being a man, Faxity? What's being a man?
Yeah.
Bro.
Say it.
It's the exactly opposite of what Tommy says.
What does that mean? Say it.
The exact fucking opposite.
What's the exact opposite?
Dude, he says all this shit about
with me, bro.
He says all this shit about fucking men and tendonite with their feelings and all this other weak shit. Yeah, okay, we get it, bro.
I mean, I don't think it's weak shit, boss.
Yeah, bro. A man, yes, obviously everybody's allowed to have feelings. You're fucking human, bro. But at the end of the day, a man is supposed to be more manly than a fucking woman. Simple, bro.
Well,
that's a great point.
Simple, bro. Simple. There is no ifs and buts.
So what is manly?
That's a great point.
It's
like
proven.
Define manly.
Men are physically stronger than women. Yes or no?
Many men are physically stronger than women.
Yeah, this is why this weak ass shit, bro.
Dude. Dude, facts. Are you gonna tell me there's not a woman out there that's not physically stronger than a man? My lady can do more pull-ups than me.
In general,
is younger than you by a lot. That's why.
Yeah.
She's
what
like
do you mean?
20.
Dude, I couldn't do a pull-up when I was fucking 20, bro.
Because you're 60, boss. She's probably 30. That's the difference. I don't know the age difference, but you know what I mean. You get the fucking point. I love you, bro. I had to say this shit. If you find me a fucking woman that's my age, she probably physically, it's more percentage. Find me 120-year-olds men and 120-year-olds women. The men are going to be a lot stronger than those women, the percentage. It's going to be the man stronger, bro. Stop with this weak ass shit, bro. I get it. Value the woman, value both men as well. Yes, but fuck this shit, bro. I'm not with this weak ass shit. Come on, dude, bro. We live in 2022. It's just fucking real life shit. Dude, we're not talking about the universe. We're not talking about fucking planet here. We're talking about fucking the road, bro.
Biology, I get it, but you know what, though, facts, is we're talking about a world where fucking trans people are in Congress, and whether you agree with it or not, or whether you can accept the change or not, the change is coming, bro. like the fact that you're resistant to the evolution of the world is like, I don't know what to tell him, bro. He wants to go, like, he doesn't want the world to evolve, but the world's evolving, bro. You can hate me, and you can call me weak and feminine or whatever, but the world is still evolving. Dude,
get Baxter back in here. Get him back in here.
He's out. Bro, he's a little
bitch shit. Get back in here.
He's a little old school. But I love Faxity. But like,
what do you call it? What did you just call
Faxity? Faxity.
Oh, okay.
I love Faxity.
Okay, I thought you called it. Okay.
Come on, bro. But at the end of the day, like here's the deal, bro. I'm an outlandish guy, bro. I wear fucking bunny slippers and fucking pink hair and dance like nobody's watching. Right?
Right.
And I say my opinion whether I'm going to get pushback or not. And like, I get it. Like, could I change that? And maybe I'd be more palatable to people? Maybe. Am I going to change it? No, I'm not.
Right.
Because I've always been this way, bro.
100%.
Like, you know, I do love you though, Arab.
I love you too.
I know we agree on a lot of shit.
Look, listen, I think intention matters. I think intention matters, which is a point you haven't brought up.
Yeah. What? Intention?
Like Faxity said, even if we disagree on a lot,
right?
Intention matters. Right? Your intention is good.
Yes.
Your intention is to help people.
Well, not always necessarily is my intention to help people. Sometimes my intention is to stir a conversation.
Oh, really?
Right? And to challenge existing systems.
Similarly.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like the thing is I don't think we as internet personalities can necessarily help people.
So you're trying to break out of the matrix.
No. I don't look at the the matrix is a meaningless term.
Like challenge existing systems. You're trying to break the system.
I would like to bring down patriarchy.
You're trying to break out of the system.
I would like to bring down patriarchy. I feel like we've had 6,000 years of patriarchy, and it hasn't really fucking done all that great.
Oh, not at all.
Right? So we're kind of shredding the planet.
Yep.
And it seems like, at least in America, we're getting politically more extreme than we were 50 years ago.
Trying to get us out of the planet so we can start another...
So, dude, yeah.
Elon Musk.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Who's Elon Musk? Who's going to go to Mars, right? Who? The wealthy and the fucking people who are willing to work for 8 months? Come on, bro.
That's how it starts.
Dude, I mean, maybe instead of like packing up and moving to Mars so we can destroy Mars too, maybe we should not destroy planet Earth. That is an option, right? We don't have to shred this planet and then move to another planet and shred that one too, right? I mean, isn't there an option that we could like develop a little bit of harmony with this planet?
Tommy, you be checking off the carbon emissions thing when you book a flight. You pay the extra like $6 to offset your carbon emissions so you could save the planet, or no?
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you buy a flight,
Jenny books my flights.
Oh God, so you don't even know if you're killing the planet or not.
Well, no. When I use a plane, when I use Amazon, I know I'm fucking participating in like the planet. Like, of course, we all are, right? But that doesn't mean we can't push for change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't push for more responsible use. I drive a hybrid at 50 miles per gallon. 100%. Okay? Right? I don't fucking travel unnecessarily. You know what I mean? I walk to the fucking grocery store or whatever that is local when I can. I live in a walkable neighborhood. Right. So I do participate in certain things to help the planet.
Right. Because I think that's important.
But I myself am not personally responsible for climate change. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Do you use an electric car?
What's that?
Do you use an electric car?
I said I have a hybrid. Right? So I don't have an electric car because I don't have a garage. I don't have something to plug it in.
Right.
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 And I told you I don't like Elon Musk, so I'm not really buying a Tesla.
Right.
Right.
There are other electric cars that you could do to help the world. Actually, we get another round.
But anyway, this has been great. But I'm gonna go play some Fortnite. All right.
Cheers, Tommy.
I appreciate the fucking discussion.
Tommy,
Facts. Don't lose all your money, boss. All right.
Fucking ripping it. I'm ripping it.
Love you, bro.
Dude, I love you too,
See you, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Let's fucking go, baby. All right. I'll see you guys.
Come on, baby. Blues. Let's go, babies.
That was comedy.
Oh man,
shit. Get me off.
Wait.
I'm texting you before my camera fucked up.
I love you, bro. I mean, fucking. No.
That was a W stream.
W, bro. W, bro.